Hi, we've come up to Anne's Haven, which is an area of the safari park we don't normally come up to catch up with Ryan and Kev to talk about Anne the elephant and how she's getting on.
At the moment, Anne's doing really, really well. Despite the really hot weather, she's actually been enjoying it quite a lot. So, yeah, she's really, really happy at the moment.
And you've got some new little playthings here for her, which you've set up ready for her.
That's right. In the house now, we've got all sorts of different enrichments from Trunk, which is something that we made ourselves, to a popcorn device where she can blow popcorn over herself and pick it up off the floor. We've got an indoor mud wallow for her. There's feeding enrichment devices in there. So in the house you've got lots of things. Outside, again, she can do all the natural grazing she wants. We give her lots of browse, and there's a pool that she dips in every so often as well.
Well, she's got lots of room and lots of things. And obviously, like we know, the doors are left open and Anne's given the choice.
That's right. We've noticed that during the night times now, Anne comes out and sleeps outside. So we've got a big sort of mud mound and a grass mound that she can sleep on, and she'll lie down and lie on those. So it's very nice that she comes out at night and has a good sleep out here as well.
So she's an old lady.
Yeah.
She's not obviously going to get any younger, and she obviously had terrible arthritis and was quite poorly when she got here. I mean, I've seen her, and she looks a completely different elephant.
Yeah.
You know, she's a lot better in herself.
Yeah.
But there's no way we can cure arthritis or anything. So what's the theory for Anne now?
I mean, it really, like you say, Ian, her health has plateaued now. I think, Kev and Luke and the other guys have done such a great job getting her to where she is. But of course, no matter how much you polish somebody's nails or wash their hair or, put lovely, ointments on their skin, once you get to a certain age, your muscular tone, your organs, everything like that is reaching a point where it steadily starts to decline. And we feel we're probably there with Anne now.
So it's literally just a matter of making sure that she's happy, healthy, and doing the best we can for her, really, at this stage.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, we'll keep her comfortable as much as we can. She has good days, but she also has quite a few bad days as well. So she can have half a day of play and then 2 or 3 days to recover from that, where she is stiff and a little bit slow. But we know how Anne operates now, and we can sort of manage her day-to-day routine sort of around how she's feeling at the time.
Well, that'll be funny. I can side with on that side some days.
Yeah, me too.
I feel so good in the morning, and other days you're feeling a bit better. And obviously Anne's on her own. I know she's got 3 goats as playmates and stuff, but what's the theory for Anne being on her own?
Well, I mean, when she came to us, Ian, she had been on her own in the circus for quite a long period of time. I mean, we believe now, at this stage of her life, it's been almost 20 years since Anne had any elephant companionship. So when she first came, our focus wasn't on finding a companion. Our focus was on trying to build up her skin, get her feet sorted, get her back into a state of health that potentially could allow her to mix with other elephants. She does have the goats in the meantime. Yes, we accept they're not other elephants, but they are companions to her. They live in her space 24 hours a day. They do sleep together at night. Anne will lie down, the goats are very close to her. There is a symbiotic relationship between the goats and Anne. I think goats over the centuries have been proved to be pretty decent stable mates for all sorts of species of animal, and I don't think Anne's any different in that respect. Of course, as part of the reviews that we do, we always look at, okay, what is Anne's state of health? Is she capable of going on an aeroplane and flying to the other side of the world where there might be an appropriate companion for her? Could she go onto a ferry or a boat for several hours maybe, to a suitable companion? The answers we're getting back from the reviews are no, she's not capable of being transported by plane, and she's not capable of being transported by boat. So of course that narrows it down, the field of opportunity for us to find a companion. We're basically looking at the UK, and I think we've said all along, we're not saying no, never. What we're saying is we would want to find the appropriate place, the appropriate elephants for her to spend her time with. So off the back of this year's reviews, we are exploring what we believe to be really the last avenues of potential for Anne to go to another home in the UK. And of course we look at our own facility as well and say, okay, is there a possibility of bringing an elephant to us? Is there a suitable candidate out there? And is our facility suitable to take another elephant? And of course, as Kev's been mentioning earlier, Anne has so much freedom of choice. She chooses when to use the pool, when to stand outside, sleep on the mound inside. Everything is for Anne at her pace. If we bring another elephant in and it doesn't work out, that means we have to split everything Anne has. Basically, her world overnight just gets reduced by 50%. And at the moment, our focus is on Anne, and that's where we feel that we're focusing in the right places by concentrating on Anne.
Yeah, well, that is the main thing. We totally focus on Anne.
Yeah.
Everything we're doing is for Anne's welfare.
Yeah.
If Anne's welfare was to have 20 elephants here, we'd have 20 elephants here.
Yeah.
But with her arthritis
Yeah.
and the way she sometimes literally hobbles around and they've got a job to get around,
Yeah.
it's not fair on her.
It's challenging to mix older animals that can't move quickly, can't move away from a potentially aggressive situation. And sometimes, although elephants are highly sociable animals, very emotional, they don't all get on. They're family orientated. Elephants aren't elephant orientated, they're family orientated, and that's a difference. Doesn't mean to say that you can just put two elephants together that have never met one another and they'll get on like a house on fire.
Well, it's an absolutely boiling hot day today. Anne's inside. Has Anne got a favourite type of weather she likes, or?
It's tough to say, really. There are days where, on a hot day like this, sometimes she'll come out for many hours and have a graze, and the same weather pattern the next day, she'll spend the rest of the day indoors. I think she tends to like the cooler weather where it's a little bit damp even. It comes out and gets a little bit itchy in the rain. She can have a roll in the mud waller we've got out here. But yeah, I think that the cooler weather really for Anne is what she enjoys. At the moment, we're looking into building a new shade structure for her out here. So if she does come out and spend some time out here in the warm sunshine, she can get away from the direct sun into the shade. But the door's always open. She's always welcome to come back in as well.
And also an indoor/outdoor shower for her as well. So something that would be set up so inside the house, and also the mirror of that just outside the house, one pipe, two shower heads, so she can choose if she wants to stand under a cool shower, indoors or outdoors. Again, she can just pick whatever time of day.
Like a little mini waterfall for her.
Yeah.
So she can pick it. If she wants to get under it, she can go under it. If she doesn't want to go under, she doesn't have to.
Yeah, exactly.
She seems to be getting very spoilt, this Anne.
Yeah, I know. I think we're costing the company a lot of money, looking after this elephant, but she's totally worth it. And I know that the whole Longleat family wouldn't begrudge her, everything that we do spend on her.
We've had specialists come in to look at her behaviour and stuff.
Yeah.
And what's the outcome on that?
Well, the reviews on the whole are very positive. Very positive towards the work that Kevin and the team do with her. Positive towards the freedom of choice that we give her, etc. Of course, one thing that has been noted this year in our independent review is that she has finally plateaued, and now they're starting to see just a slight downturn in her overall health. But it's not because of anything that we are or aren't doing. It's just because she's reached that stage in her life. It's old age, yeah.
We've just got to stop the decline so it goes down slowly.
Yes. I mean, ultimately, of course, I know there's people out there that would disagree with me, and that's absolutely fine. But they want what is best for Anne, and I respect that. And I just hope that they respect that I want what I feel is best for Anne at the same time. So I think we all share common ground. It's just, at slightly different levels. But as I said earlier, we are still exploring. We explore every avenue. Every time we have a review, we take to heart the recommendations that are made to us, and we act upon those. So we are taking the review seriously. They're not just bits of paper that we ask for and not do anything about. We take it seriously, and we're acting on the recommendations.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things. We don't sit on our laurels. We're working all the time and getting experts in to make sure that everything's fine.
Yeah.
I've heard that they've come in and looked at Anne and were amazed at how she is now than what she used to be.
Yeah.
She can now lift her trunk up to the air. She can do stuff she could never do before.
Yeah.
So she's had an improvement on that scale, and body, her skin's a lot better.
Yeah.
But she has got to that stage, like you say, where that is an old elephant now.
Yeah.
She's not going to get a facelift and go young. She's just going to plough, and slowly but surely,
She's
old age is going to go down. Yeah. Well, it's nice to catch up with you both, and I can see Anne in the background still not coming out, but the doors are open and it's completely up to her.
Yeah.
So thanks very much, lads.
Cheers, Ian.